Hey guys and gals, Ross here at McAllister Racing. Today we're going to go over the installation of our TLR body mounting kit. That's for anything with full fenders such as street stocks, drag race, or late models. This is a TLR 5.0 roller. Comes out of the box like this, just like you see it. We're going to show you how to take the front and rear and turn it into a full fender car. So first thing you want to do is turn it over. We're going to start on the front end here, a little more complicated part. Tools you'll need for this job: you need a 2mm driver, you'll need a 5.5mm nut wrench, you'll need a 1/16 for the and 050 for the body post installation. We'll set those aside. So first thing you want to do, I'm going to cheat and use power tools, get this done a little quicker for you. First thing we're going to do is take the two screws out of the front skid plate here. We're going to set those aside. We are going to reuse these two screws. These are the longer of the flathead screws. Now we'll take this skid plate off, set it aside. We will not be using that. The rear screws, take those out. We will be setting those aside. We will not be using those either. Sorry about that. Everything comes in the bag. If I can quit bumping the camera. You get our fully adjustable front bumper. We call this part the front plate. It's on a lot of our different installation kits. Just various different holes and patterns depending on which kit you're putting together. The other bags you're going to get are the front body posts. Those are 3-inch nylon body posts. The rear kit is going to have every piece you're going to need for the rear with hardware and body posts all in there also, marked rear. Set that aside for now, along with our body posts. And this is the front bag, and we will be using this for the front installation. So these three pieces here are all going to go on the front. Go ahead and crack this bag open, get all your pieces lined up. This is a front spacer. It is used because there's no good place to attach a brace off the front of the front plate to the shock tower on the TLR cars. So we make this a little wider here, and in order to get the same amount of droop out of the front arms, we have to space this down a little bit in order to get that where we want it. So grab your two flathead screws, M3 by 25mm flatheads, and we are going to reuse the two screws that came out of the front of the bulkhead. We'll set our bumper aside, grab your car back over, line your holes back up, and you can see two of these holes are further apart. This is the front of the car, then the back of the car. There's different spacing. And same with this. You can see that there are different spacing. It will only line up with the holes one way, the same way that your front plate will. You can clearly see that. So probably the easiest way to do it is you will be using the screws that came out of the front with the skid plate. You'll be reusing those, but they will be going to the back screw holes. The 25mm screws that we send will be going to the front ones. You want the longer ones in the front. So go ahead and get some screws started through there to hold it all together while we put it on. Losi has these nice little round pilots on the back side of this bulkhead, fit right in the aluminum chassis plate there. So go ahead and get that lined up a little bit. And we will screw these down part of the way. And same with the two on the rear. Make sure you take your time, make sure it all lines up. So I like to finish these by hand so I don't strip out the front bulkhead. Go ahead and tighten those up, all four of them. And that little block, I'll try and show you here, it goes in between, that's right here. So that you still get the full amount of droop out of your arms, but we have a nice chunk of material here to make this nice and sturdy and hold together. The front end is pretty much assembled. The only other thing you need to do is take your body posts and attach them. They come with hardware in the bag or the body post. You put a screw with the body post on either side, wherever you wish. Attach this on the bottom of here or the top, depending on where you need it. It's fully adjustable, so that's up to the user on what application you're doing it on. Most guys attach it to the bottom. And then you have your M3 by 10 button head screws and your M3 nuts. All of those will go right through there. In the center part here, you have 2 for each side, and you can line it up wherever you want. So we'll move on to the back here. Show you the back half of the car. This is how it comes out of the box, and if you're building the kit, this is the way it should look when you get done with it. These are the rear wing mounts, and we're going to reutilize those. Those come with the car. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to open up our rear bag. Body posts, I won't show you how to install those. Like I said, they're countersunk just like the front bumper, nice and easy. We'll set those aside, 2.5-inch body posts for the rear. So make sure we got all of our hardware lined up here. This is our smaller of the G10 pieces, and this will go on the wing mounts themselves. So these have a pocket cut in them, and they will line up right here, just like this. The pocket cut will go and sit right on those 2 tabs coming off of the wing mounts. And then this bar, I will show you how to put it together, but it will go right here, and you can have it going backwards or forwards, depending on where you're looking to put your body mount in your body. This is spaced down so that you can get your body post, and if you were running a late model or a street stock, you can run it as low as you want on this chassis here. So we'll show you how to put that together. First thing I like to do is get your 30mm button head screws. You'll take those, and you will have a 18mm, excuse me, I'm out of camera angle. Your 30mm button head screws will go in the top side of this, because the bottom side is going to go in your wing mount. Right in the top here, 30mm button head screw, look like that. You take your nylon spacer, put it right there, and then slip your last piece of G10 through there and start the nut. And you'll do the same on the other side. Get your 30mm button head screw, put it through, line it up, and get it started with the bottom bar. Next, you'll take your 5.5mm driver and your 2mm driver. Just go ahead and tighten these down. This system allows you to really get the rear of the body as low as you want to. So once you have that done, your body post, like I said, will go in the outer 2 holes here. You'll just line this back up, and like I said, you can go either way, forward or backward, depending on where you want to have your body post. So if it doesn't work here, go ahead and take it and flip it around to the other direction. So just line those 2 things up there, and you have 2 M3 by 10 button heads, and those screws will attach right into your standard wing mounts here. Get that one started down, and then this one. Don't worry if it moves around a little bit while you're screwing them down. It will center down on those pocket cuts. So get the left side done there, and we will turn the right side. Finish that up, gives you a real nice fit and finish. Gonna be a nice strong brace back here, not gonna go anywhere. So your body posts go right out of here. 2.5 is what we send. If you want something taller or shorter, they are available on our site, or your local hobby shop should have things like that. So that's our kit. Fairly easy to install. We got the whole thing done here, start to finish, in under 10 minutes. So I hope you get out there and have some fun.